take the field as the home team, which is practically sprinting out there to take advantage and keep this crowd humming. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Mahomes got to throw on this first play. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves him with third and short. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give him a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Connection made to Shakir. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Third and just 2 to go. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give him a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. Third and short, here's Mahomes. And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. That one splits the uprights. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Sentinels and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They bring their tight end left. 2nd and 15. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The visitors are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds Kincaid. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Irvin here from the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. From the 29. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And they're going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 3 yards to go.
From midfield now. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. He's already attempted 1 this quarter, and now they're going to bring him on again. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the deficit stays at 7. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Chris Braswell there for the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Mahomes. Gets this to Kincaid. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Complete out to the right. And they get this down to the 28. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. So that's 1 quarter gone. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick slant complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Mahomes. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Once again, Irving. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Running behind center with Harris. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air, Mahomes. Finds a man right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now it's Mahomes. He finds Kincaid. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. Trying to run in. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys take a 20-zip lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys stretch their lead to 21.
Sentinels nothing.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. To the air now on 1st and 10. It is caught left side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's the give to Irving. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll throw on 1st. Completed over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up 1st down.
At the 25-yard line.
Irving on the inside give. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Austin. The Sentinels driving. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he's in, touchdown! The Sentinels chop some of the lead off before the half. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Sentinels get it back to a 14-point game. Mevis ready to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. He finds Kincaid running the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And this one doesn't go far. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They go with Harris on the run. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. That brings us to halftime. It's a 14-point game after 2. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. 2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Tight end motioning right. They go play action on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as you can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Now this offense ready to head back out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. This is ahead for about 5. A.J. Terrell making that stop. All right, here we go. Second down. Short side option here. He's running left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10, give to Harris. Blast through midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call it pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. First down throw, Mahomes. He's on the move. He can run it. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Options are open here. It's second and inches. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
To throw it on first down. Finds his man over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pass play on first and 10. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. it's Irving. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. And that one's going to hit the turf. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
He's going to throw this one. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Broke through the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they'll have 1st down.
Gain of 11 on the play. And a 1st down.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. He completes it in traffic. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw Mahomes. He has the 1st over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick slant, that's Williams. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. 2nd and 3 now. Man in motion out of the slot. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And now they face 2nd down. Back to throw now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's a throw. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Irving hauls it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll throw it again. And he's brought down for a loss. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
They'll throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
12 yards to go.
Back to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
He sends this one to the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. To the air, Mahomes. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's into the end zone, touchdown. These guys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And these guys grow their lead yet again. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. This offense ready to get going again now. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Throwing now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41.
From the 41. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
That's good for an Austin first down.
Looking for a throw here. Escapes the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Jack Panther.
He's dropping back to throw. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Austin first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a carry by Irving. Gets to space right side. And he's finally brought down at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Austin first
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. Touchdown! And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Harris gets it on the counter. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They'll try and take an option left side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. It's taken in by Williams. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Austin. These guys nearing their 9th win of the season. All set up now for 1st and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals.